Yeah. Some people get a goodbye, a final conversation,
a last embrace,
a closing chapter of what happened
when the story ends
without an ending.
Ooh, what happens when the words never come?
There's a message still sitting in my drafts, 3 years old and untouched. 1,000 things I wanted to tell you, 1,000 things that hurt too much. I wrote it on a sleepless evening while the city disappeared beneath the rain, trying to find the perfect sentence to explain this kind of pain. But heartbreak doesn't speak clearly. It stutters, breaks, and rearranges truth. So the message stayed unfinished, just like me after losing you. I still remember the last time I saw you. Neither of us knew it was the last, which somehow makes the memory heavier, because we treated it like any other day. Any other day. If I had known,
would I have held you longer? Would I have memorized your voice? Would I have stayed a little later?
questions never stop asking. Is the goodbye we couldn't say? The conversation never came. The goodbye we couldn't say, still echoing through my veins. No final words, no final kiss, no final look into your eyes. Just silence taking your place while the years roll by. Ooh, that's the goodbye we couldn't say. Ooh, that's the goodbye we couldn't say. Ooh, I heard your favorite song last winter in a grocery store of all places, and suddenly I was 24 again, recognizing home in your face. Funny how grief travels hidden inside ordinary moments, waiting for a melody, Snell Street, to bring it back again. I stood there frozen between eyes, listening to a song nobody noticed, while memories flooded every corner of a heart I worked so hard to rebuild. And all I could think was how strange it is to miss someone who's still alive, somewhere under the same sky. Because distance can create ghosts even when nobody dies. Here's the goodbye we couldn't say, the conversation that never came. The goodbye we couldn't say, still echoing through my veins. No final words, no final kiss, no final look into your eyes. Just silence taking your place while the years roll by. That's the goodbye we couldn't say. That's the goodbye we couldn't say. Still waiting for closure, still hearing your name, still carrying unfinished sentences. Yeah. Do you remember that airport terminal? The one where we sat for hours talking. Flights arriving, flights leaving, people moving in every direction. You said something that day I didn't understand until much later. You said sometimes love isn't supposed to stay forever. And I laughed it off because I was still young enough to believe forever was guaranteed. Now those words follow me like footsteps in an empty hallway.
Ooh, everywhere I go, maybe closure is overrated. Maybe some stories remain unfinished because they're meant to. Maybe certain people become questions instead of answers. Maybe that's why I still think about you. Not because I need you back, but because part of me never gotta put down a suitcase of everything left unsaid. The apology, the gratitude, the explanation, the love all packed away with nowhere to go. If I could call you tonight, yeah, I wouldn't ask you to return.
I wouldn't ask for another chance.
I wouldn't try to rewrite history. I simply say
Thank you for the years, for the laughter, for the lessons, for the version of myself
that only existed because of you.
And then
maybe I'd find it's the goodbye we couldn't say, the ending we never received, the goodbye we couldn't say, still living underneath my skin. Not because I'm trapped in yesterday, not because I can't move on, but because some people leave fingerprints time can't fully remove. Who is the goodbye we couldn't say?
maybe that's okay.
Maybe not every chapter needs a final sentence.
Maybe not every heart needs complete understanding.
Maybe love can remain beautiful, even unfinished.
Even unfinished art. Memphis is still in my draft.
Maybe it always will be.
Not because I'm waiting, not because I'm hoping.
Ooh, yeah. Everybody remembers where love began. The first kiss, the first I love you, the first night you couldn't stop smiling, but nobody talks about
The place where forever ended.
oh.
I remember it.
Every detail. There's a cliff overlooking the ocean, about 30 miles outside the city, where the waves crash against the rocks like they're trying to erase history.
We found it by accident one summer, after getting lost on a coastal drive. Windows down, your hair in the wind, both of us feeling more alive
Than we'd ever felt before.
You jumped out first when we arrived.
Ran straight toward the edge, spinning underneath the sunset, like the sky belonged to you.
I can still hear your laughter echoing through the salt air and the tide. And for one perfect moment,
I truly believe nothing could divide what we had.
not even time.
Funny how the places that hold your best memories eventually hold your worst ones too.
That's where forever ended.
Right where forever completely different people
than we used to be. That's where forever ended for you and me.
Years passed and life got louder, bills and responsibilities arrived. Dreams we once chased together started pulling us to different sides. We became experts at surviving, but beginners at staying close. Every conversation fell shorter, every silence felt longer. You started staring out windows more, I started working way too late. Neither of us wanted to admit love was changing shape, not disappearing, just becoming harder to recognize. Like a familiar face in bad lighting, and by the time we noticed, the distance had already grown roots.
That's where forever ended.
Oh,
Right where forever began.
Where forever ended.
Slipping slowly through our hands.
Same ocean, same
Horizon, same sky above the sea,
but two completely different people
than we used to be. That's where forever ended for you and me.
The waves remember, even if we don't.
The tide keeps every secret.
It was your idea to go back there, one final drive before goodbye. You said maybe it'll help us understand, though I could already see it in your eyes. The sunset looked exactly the same, orange fire melting into blue, the kind of beauty that makes you wonder how anything could end beneath it. We stood side by side in silence, listening to the ocean breathe. Neither one of us angry, neither one of us relieved, just exhausted from carrying something beautiful
That had become too heavy.
too heavy to hold. You asked me,
Do you think we failed?
and I remember shaking my head,
Because how can love be a failure?
when it taught you how to live.
How can memories be mistakes when they built who you became? How can something be worthless
Just because it couldn't stay,
Maybe some people into your life
to become forever.
Maybe others into your life to teach you what forever means before leaving.
I wanted to stop the moment,
Wanted to stop the ocean,
to stop the sun.
from disappearing below the horizon. Because somehow I knew once darkness arrived, everything would change.
And it did, you cried.
I cried.
The ocean
Kept moving,
the stars kept appearing,
and forever quietly packed its bags.
without either of us noticing.
That's where forever ended, beneath the fading evening sky.
That's where forever
With
ended.
tears neither of us could hide.
Same ocean,
Same horizon,
Same stars beginning to appear,
but forever was already leaving.
even while we stood right there.
Oh, that's where forever ended.
And heartbreak first began,
That's where forever ended.
and acceptance took my hand.
Sometimes I drive there alone,
Park in the same spot, walk the same path.
listen to the same waves,
Not because I'm waiting for you,
but because part of my story lives there.
the best part,
The hardest part.
the truest part of what we were.
And every time the tide rolls in,
It reminds me, love doesn't always end with betrayal. Sometimes it ends with understanding,
sometimes it ends with understanding.
sometimes it ends with gratitude.
Sometimes it ends
It's exactly where it began, and somewhere beyond the horizon. could hide. Same ocean, same horizon, same stars beginning to appear. But forever was already leaving, even while we stood right there. This where forever ended and heartbreak first began. This where forever ended and acceptance took my hand. Sometimes I drive there alone, park in the same spot, walk the same path, listen to the same waves, because I'm waiting for you. Yeah. It's strange how two people can be standing apart
and still feel miles away.
We didn't lose each other overnight.
We got lost in the space between us. I remember when your eyes found mine, before I'd even walked through the door, before silence learned our address, before love became a chore.
Back then we'd talk until sunrise, about things that didn't matter at all. Somehow those meaningless conversations meant everything.
Now dinner gets cold between us, words getting stuck halfway out. Two people sitting at the same table, living inside different doubts. You scroll through your phone, I stare at the television glow. Neither one of us really present, neither willing to let the other know that we slipping, slowly slipping. Nobody teaches you how to fight distance you can't see, because emotional ocean
don't show up on maps. It's the space between us growing wider every night. The space between us still in pieces of the line. We're still sharing the same bed, still living under the same roof. But somewhere in the silence we're losing the truth of who we used to be. Caught in the space between us.
You used to reach for my hand automatically, like breathing, like second nature. Now sometimes hours pass without either one of us touching, and it's not because we stopped caring, that's the scary part. We still loved each other, at least I think we did. But love unattended becomes fragile, like flowers without rain, like songs without music, like lights carrying too much pain. I watch you become quieter, you watch me become distant too, and somehow neither one of us knew what to do.
Or maybe we were too afraid,
because admitting something is broken makes it real, and real things hurt.
Oh, it's the space between us growing wider every night. The space between us still in pieces of the light. We're still sharing the same bed, still living under the same roof. But somewhere in the silence we're losing the truth of who we used to be. Caught in the space between us. Can you feel it? The distance growing, even while we're standing still. Yeah. There was one night I'll never forget. Power outage across the city, no television, no internet, no distractions, just candlelight dancing on the walls. And you, for the first time in months, we actually really talked about fears, dreams, regrets, the things we've been hiding beneath routine. And for a moment I saw the person I fell in love with again. The same smile, the same spark, the same soul.
'cause I realized how much I missed you while you were still here. Maybe relationships don't die when love disappears. Maybe they die when curiosities disappear, when questions stop being asked, when listening becomes waiting, when comfort becomes assumption and presence becomes routine. Maybe that's what happened to us. Not a catastrophe, not betrayal, not some dramatic ending, just two hearts slowly drifting beyond speaking distance. I wanted to tell you, yeah, I was scared too. Scared of losing you, scared of needing you, scared of hearing the truth. So instead I smiled, pretended, waited home, while the distance kept growing like cracks beneath frozen water, invisible, until everything gave way. It's the space between us that finally pulled us apart. The space between us, living quietly inside our heart. Not another person, not a lie, not a betrayal, just smiles built from moments we forgot to cross, and now I walk through memories, trying to find where we got lost, trying to find a bridge, trying to find a version of us before the distance, before the silence, before goodbye, before the space between us became too wide. Sometimes I wonder if we talk sooner, if we listen harder, if we chosen each other one more time. Will we still be here? I'll never know, but every now and then, in the quietest part of the night, I still reach across the darkness, searching for the space where you used to be. The space between us still feels infinite. The space between us still feels infinite.
Yeah. Some people get a goodbye, a final conversation, a last embrace, a closing chapter. What happens when the story ends without an ending? What happens when the words never come? There's a message still sitting in my drafts, 3 years old and untouched. 1,000 things I wanted to tell you, 1,000 things that hurt too much. I wrote it on a sleepless evening while the city disappeared beneath the rain, trying to find the perfect sentence to explain this kind of pain. But heartbreak doesn't speak clearly, it stutters, breaks, and rearranges truth. So the message stayed unfinished, just like me after losing you. I still remember the last time I saw you. Neither of us knew it was the last, which somehow makes the memory heavier, because we treated it like any other day. Ooh, any other day. If I had known, would I have held you longer? couldn't say. I heard your favorite song last winter in a grocery store of all places, and suddenly I was 24 again, recognizing home in your face. Funny how grief travels, hidden inside ordinary moments, waiting for a melody, a smell, a street to bring it back again. I stood there frozen between ours, listening to a song nobody noticed, when memories flooded every corner of a heart I'd worked so hard to rebuild. And all I could think was how strange it is to miss someone who's still alive, somewhere under the same sky. Because distance can create ghosts even when nobody died. It's a goodbye we couldn't say, the conversation that never came, the goodbye we couldn't say, still echoing through my veins. No final words, no final kiss, no final look into your eyes, just silence taking your place while the years roll by. That's the goodbye we couldn't say. Whoa, still waiting for closure. Whoa, still hearing your name. Whoa, still carrying unfinished sentences. Yeah. Do you remember that airport terminal? The one where we sat for hours talking. Flights arriving, flights leaving, people moving in every direction. You said something that day I didn't understand until much later. You said sometimes love isn't supposed to stay forever. And I laughed it off because I was still young enough to believe forever was guaranteed. Now those words follow me like footsteps in an empty hallway. Everywhere I go, maybe closure is overrated. Maybe some stories remain unfinished because they're meant to. Maybe certain people become questions instead of answers. Maybe that's why I still think about you. Not because I need you back, but because part of me never got to put down the suitcase of everything left unsaid. The apologies, the gratitude, the explanation for love, all packed away with nowhere to go. If I could call you tonight, yeah, I wouldn't ask you to return. I wouldn't ask for another chance. I wouldn't try to rewrite history. I'd simply say thank you for the years, for the laughter, for the lessons, for the version of myself that only existed because of you. And then maybe I'd finally sleep. It's a goodbye we couldn't say, yeah, the ending we never received. The goodbye we couldn't say, still living underneath my skin. Not because I'm trapped in yesterday, not because I can't move on, but because some people leave fingerprint time can't fully remove. Here's the goodbye we couldn't say, and maybe that's okay. Maybe not every child
chapter needs a final sentence. Maybe not every heart needs complete understanding. Maybe love can remain beautiful, even unfinished. The message is still in my drafts, and maybe it always will be. Not because
everybody remembers where love began. The first kiss, the first I love you, the first night you couldn't stop smiling. But nobody talks about
the place where forever ended.
Ooh, I remember it, every detail. There's a cliff overlooking the ocean, about 30 miles outside the city, where the waves crash against the rocks, like they're trying to erase history.
We found it by accident one summer, after getting lost on a coastal drive. Windows down, your hair in the wind, both of us feeling more alive than we'd ever felt before. You jumped out first when we arrived,
ran straight toward the edge,
spinning underneath the sunset,
like the sky belonged to you. I can still hear your laughter
echoing through the salt air and the tide. And for one perfect moment, I truly believe nothing could divide what we had, not even time.
Funny how the places that hold your best memories
eventually hold your worst ones too.
That's where forever ended,
right where forever began.
That's where forever ended,
slipping slowly through our hands.
same ocean, same horizon,
same sky above the sea,
but two completely different people than we used to be.
That's where forever ended for you and me.
Years passed, and life got louder, bills and responsibilities arrived. Dreams we once chased together started pulling us to different sides. We became experts at surviving, but beginners at staying close. Every conversation felt shorter, every silence felt longer.
You started staring out windows more, I started working way too late. Neither of us wanted to admit love was changing shape,
Not disappearing,
just becoming harder to recognize, like a familiar face in bad lighting.
and by the time we noticed,
the distance had already grown roots.
that's where forever ended,
Right where forever began.
that's where forever ended,
Slipping slowly through our hands.
same ocean, same horizon,
Same sky above the sea,
but two completely different people than we used to be. That's where forever ended for you and me. The waves remember,
even if we don't.
the tide keeps every secret. It was your idea to go back there.
One final drive before goodbye.
You said maybe it'll help us understand,
Though I could already see it in your eyes.
the sunset looked exactly the same.
Orange fire melting into blue, the kind of beauty that makes you wonder how anything could end beneath it.
We stood side by side in silence,
Listening to the ocean breathe, neither one of us angry,
neither one of us really
just exhausted,
carrying something beautiful.
that had become
ask me,
do you think we failed?
and I remember shaking my head, because how can love be a failure
When it taught you how to live,
How can memories be mistakes
when they built who you became,
How can something be worthless
just because it couldn't stay.
Maybe some people enter your life
To become forever,
Maybe others enter your life
teach you what forever means.
before leaving.
I wanted to stop the moment,
Wanted to stop the ocean
wanted to stop the
from
sun,
disappearing below the horizon.
because somehow I knew
Once darkness arrived,
everything would change.
and it did.
You cried, the ocean kept moving, the stars kept appearing,
And forever quietly packed its bags.
without either of us noticing.
That's where forever ended.
Beneath the fading evening sky,
That's where forever ended.
with tears neither of us could hide.
Same ocean,
Same horizon,
same stars beginning to appear.
but forever was already leaving.
Even while we stood right there,
That's where forever ended.
and heartbreak first
That's
began,
where forever ended.
and acceptance took my hand.
Sometimes I drive there alone,
Park in the same spot,
walk the same path,
listen to the same waves,
not because I'm waiting for you,
but because part of my story lives there.
the best part, the hardest part
The truest part.
of what we were.
And every time the tide rolls in,
It reminds me,
love doesn't always end with betrayal.
sometimes it ends with understanding, sometimes it ends with understanding, sometimes it ends with understanding,
Sometimes it ends with understanding.
sometimes it ends with understanding,
Sometimes it ends with exactly where it began. And somewhere beyond the horizon, beyond the years,
beyond the heartbreak. I hope you're happy, I hope you're
Yeah, it's strange how two people can be standing inches apart and still feel miles away. We didn't lose each other overnight. We got lost in the space between us. I remember when your eyes found mine, before I even walked through the door, before silence learned our address, before love became a chore. Back then we talked until sunrise about things that didn't matter at all. And somehow those meaningless conversations meant everything. Now dinner gets cold between us, words getting stuck halfway out. Two people sitting at the same table, living inside different doubts. You scroll through your phone, I stare at the television glow. Neither one of us really present, neither willing to let the other know that we're slipping, slowly slipping. Nobody teaches you how to fight distance you can't see, because emotional oceans don't show up on maps. Ooh, it's the space between us growing wider every night. The space between us stealing pieces of the light. We're still sharing the same bed, still living under the same roof. But somewhere in the silence we're losing the truth of who we used to be. Caught in the space between us. You used to reach for my hand automatically, like breathing, like second nature. Now sometimes hours pass without either one of us touching. And it's not because we stopped caring, that's the scary part, we still loved each other. At least I think we did. But love unattended becomes fragile, like flowers without rain, like songs without music, like hearts carrying too much pain. I watched you become quieter, you watched me become distant too. And somehow neither one of us knew what to do. Or maybe we were too afraid, because admitting something is broken makes it real, and real things hurt. It's the space between us growing wider every night. The space between us stealing pieces of the light. We're still sharing the same bed, still living under the same roof. But somewhere in the silence we're losing the truth of who we used to be. Caught in the space between us. Can you feel it? The distance growing, even while we're standing still. Yeah, there was one night I'll never forget. Power outage across the city. No television, no internet, no distractions, just candlelight dancing on the walls. And you, for the first time in months, we actually really talked about fears, dreams, regrets, the things we'd been hiding beneath routine. And for a moment, I saw the person I fell in love with again. The same smile, the same spark, the same soul. And it broke me, because I realized how much I'd missed you while you were still here. Maybe relationships don't die when love disappears. Maybe they die when curiosity disappears. When questions stop being asked. When listening becomes waiting. When comfort becomes assumption. And presence becomes routine. Maybe that's what happened to us. Not a catastrophe. Not betrayal. Not some dramatic ending. Just two hearts, slowly drifting beyond speaking distance.
I wanted to tell you, yeah.
I was scared too. Scared of losing you. Scared of needing you. Scared of hearing the truth. So instead, I smiled, pretended,
waited, hoped while the distance kept growing, like cracks beneath frozen water, invisible, until everything gave way.
It's the space between us that finally pulled us apart. The space between us living quietly inside our hearts. Not another person, not a lie.